In its finale back in January, Yellowjackets posed a terrifying question. Who in the world is Lottie Matthews? And now, Showtime finally has an answer. With season 2 of the show starting production, the network announced that Adult Lottie would be played by Simone Kessell, who recently also starred as Princess Leia's mother, Breha Organa, in Obi-Wan Kenobi. So let's get into what we know so far about her character in today's video. First of all, Obi-Wan Kenobi star Simone Kessell gets casted as Adult Lottie in Yellowjackets Season 2. Lottie, who's played as a teenager by Courtney Eaton, emerged as the central antagonist of the show in Season 1 of Yellowjackets, a rich kid whose parents furnished her soccer team with a private plane in order for the Yellowjackets to travel to nationals. Lottie was forced to go off her anti-psychotic meds after the plane crashed in the wilderness, where the show's 1996 timeline is set. In its recent 2021 timeline, the only adult survivors we saw in the first season were Emmy nominees Melanie Lynskey, who plays Shauna, and Christina Ricci as Misty, as well as Juliette Lewis as Natalie, and Tawny Cypress, who portrays Taissa. But in the season finale, when Nat was about to kill herself, she was instead kidnapped from her motel room by 4 sweat-suited people. We heard Nat's ex-sponsor leaving a desperate voicemail for her, saying in part, "I think someone's following me. Who's Lottie Matthews?" In the wilderness, off her medication, Lottie had become an increasingly divisive member of the group. She appeared to have visions of the future and began to attract followers due to them. The final image of the season was of Eaton's Lottie placing a bear's bloody heart in a tree stump altar, with Misty and Van right behind her. Earlier, she was also revealed to be the mysterious Antler Queen, who's also seen in the pilot overseeing a cannibalistic feast among the girls. Showtime further confirmed that Eaton has also been bumped up to a series regular for season 2. Next, what else did the cast and crew have to say about season 2? Yellowjackets was created by Bart Nickerson and Ashley Lyle, who runs it with Jonathan Lisco. In an interview with Variety about the finale, Lisco said they've been super aware of not stigmatizing mental illness with the character. He said that they would bend over backwards to make sure that those two things weren't conflated. But according to Lisco, the show will also explore whether or not there's something about her character's psychiatry and her makeup that is causing her to act in a certain way. He even explained Lottie as a conduit of an energy, a dark force larger than she is. Whatever the explanation is, the cult surrounding Lottie appears to have continued into the survivors' adult lives as well. And with the August 11th casting of Lauren Ambrose as Adult Van, eager fans will certainly wonder whether Lottie continues to have devoted followers who might, let's say, kidnap a person. Other than that, Emmy-nominated Yellowjackets star Christina Ricci teased on the WTF with Mark Maron podcast that she would be open to a spin-off series with Misty and Natalie, played by Juliette Lewis, due to the duo's sister-like dynamic on screen. Ricci reflected that in real life, the pair were also a bit like that. The actress explained that Lewis was much wilder than her, as well as freer, looser, and reactive. She herself was in fact way more contained, so their on-screen dynamic really did come from life. Plus, Ricci was a longtime fan of Lewis before co-starring with her. She was actually obsessed with the star when she was a teenager, citing Lewis's iconic turn in Natural Born Killers. It's all starting to come full circle, with Ricci's Misty becoming a natural-born killer herself now. Plus, the Yellowjackets creators feel pressure to top the first season. After the massive success of the first season, the writers behind Yellowjackets are feeling the heat for season 2. Lead star Melanie Lynskey revealed to People that she was trying to give them enough space because she couldn't imagine the pressure of the first season being received like that. She also revealed that almost every actor on set wanted to know what would happen to their character, so she just told them when they were ready, she would read everything. Yellowjackets is nominated for 7 2022 Emmy Awards, including Outstanding Drama Series, Directing, Best Actress for Lynskey, Best Supporting Actress for Ricci, and 2 nods for Outstanding Writing in a Drama Series. Yellowjackets Season 2 is definitely underway, whether we're ready for more of the Antler Queen or not. The show tells the story of a team of wildly talented high school girls soccer players who survive a plane crash deep in the remote northern wilderness. The series chronicles their descent from a complicated but thriving team to a group of savage clans, while also tracking the lives they've attempted to piece back together almost 25 years later, proving that the past is never really past, and what began out in the wilderness is really far from over. Season 1 included Ricci, Juliette Lewis, Melanie Lynskey, Tawny Cypress, Sophie Thatcher, Ella Purnell, Samantha Hanratty, Jasmine Savoy Brown, Stephen Kruger, Sophie Nélisse, and Warren Cole. The show was created by Ashley Lyle and Bart Nickerson, who also served as executive producers and co-showrunners along with Jonathan Lisco. Karin Kusama also executively produced and directed the pilot, along with Drew Comans of Creative Engine. The show was produced by Entertainment One. Finally, Yellowjackets Season 2 at Showtime casts Elijah Wood. Elijah Wood's the latest addition to the cast of Yellowjackets Season 2 at Showtime. Wood will be appearing in a season-long guest starring role as Walter, a dedicated citizen detective who will challenge Christina Ricci's Misty in ways she won't see coming. Wood is the latest addition to the second season of the critically acclaimed drama series. It was previously announced that Lauren Ambrose will play Adult Van, while Simone Kessell would appear as Adult Lottie. Liv Hewson and Courtney Eaton, who played teenage versions of Lottie and Van, have been bumped up to series regulars for Season 2. Wood is best known for his role as Frodo Baggins in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. He's also known for feature roles that include Green Street Hooligans, The Faculty, Sin City, and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. He has previously starred in TV series such as Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency and Wilfred. Wood, Josh C. Waller, and Daniel Noah founded the production company SpectraVision back in 2010. And now for some other news. Firstly, Elon Musk slams Rings of Power for badly written male characters. Elon Musk is coming guns blazing for Jeff Bezos' baby, none other than the Amazon Prime Video mega series The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. The long-standing feud between the Amazon CEO and the Tesla CEO forged a new path, with Musk criticizing the new Prime Video series The Rings of Power, which is costing Amazon hundreds of millions of dollars and already has a 5-season order. Musk tweeted, "Tolkien is turning in his grave. Almost every male character so far is a coward, a jerk, or both. Only Galadriel is brave, smart, and nice." Sure, whatever you say, Elon. Galadriel is played by Morpeth Clark in the show. The character was first brought onto the screen in Peter Jackson's trilogy and was portrayed by Cate Blanchett. Clark's take on Galadriel positions the elven leader as a heroic action figure. Next, Emilia Clarke calls her Broadway debut a catastrophic failure. It looks like Emilia Clarke's finally making her West End stage debut, playing Nina in Anton Chekhov's The Seagull. The production was originally set to launch back in March 2020, but was suspended after 4 preview performances because of the pandemic. Now Clarke is taking the stage again, and she's surely hoping it goes better than her 2013 Broadway debut in Breakfast at Tiffany's. The actress recently told the BBC that her debut was a catastrophic failure that she just wasn't ready for. Clarke was 2 years into her Game of Thrones fame when she tackled Broadway for the first time as Holly Golightly, opposite George Wendt as Joe Bell and Corey Michael Smith as Fred in Breakfast at Tiffany's. Her performance in it was widely panned. The New York Times said that Clarke acted like an underage debutante, trying very hard to pass for a sophisticated grown-up, while Variety remarked that her performance wouldn't make Broadway audiences forget Audrey Hepburn's iconic turn in the film adaptation. Other critics stated that Clarke was surely miscast in the role. Yikes! Lastly, Armie Hammer's new docuseries House of Hammer. A new docuseries about Armie Hammer arrived on Discovery Plus last Friday. It delved deep into the headline-making accusations leveled against the actor over the past year, as well as his wealthy family family's dark past. The trailer for House of Hammer dropped earlier this month. It included clips of conversations with the actor's ex-girlfriends, Julia Morrison and Courtney Vuskovic, who provide screenshots of voice memos, text conversations, and photos to back up their accounts of the alleged abuse they had endured. The trailer ended with the huge kicker that Hammer's aunt, Casey Hammer, who was also featured in the docuseries, spoke out about her own family. And that's a wrap for this video. What do you think about Yellowjackets Season 2 casting Obi-Wan Kenobi star Simone Kessell as Adult Lottie? Let us know in the comments down below. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. See you in the next video.